Hello and welcome back to episode 2. Last we left off, we barely got automation going, but hopefully this episode we will get it in full swing. So, I know this ain't exactly a good setup, but right now it'll work. I should probably get at least another one of these set up. Alright, so bowl might be okay. I need to expand my power. I'm sure that'll short out soon. All these drills putting. That looks like it's already. Yeah, unlocked. Alright, so what we do is we just do that, cripple ourselves for a little bit, and then it's back in. It's a temporary solution because I'm planning to expand this way, so all this is gonna come. Once I get, actually, let's start focusing on. Let's do what? I would need what? What's the ratio for a yellow belt again? I think it's like 45, I think, for a yellow belt. I could be wrong, but if that's the case, we need to start crafting a lot of these. Is there no some right there? Also need stone for the repair packs. They allow me to repair damaged entities should biters attack. Ain't got time for that right now. Then clicked on the. Oh, you're already full up, huh? Okay. That's why it keeps turning on and off, is because that input slot's too full. So let's go ahead and slap more. Get iron going, because iron and coal are the most important ores in the game, at least early game. Actually, no. Coal becomes relevant even through late game. What are we doing with the pollution cloud? We're doing okay. Just to let you know, these trees do absorb pollution, but that's only a temporary solution. They wither away and then they just become like this, dead. They don't absorb pollution. The easiest way to tell, besides the way it says dead, is expected resources is 2. If they say 2, that means they don't absorb, but if they say 4, they still absorb. Alright, so let's fast inserters, because I will need that here in a bit when I start making my furnace stack. I'm gonna do 20 each for now. I'll expand on that later, but I'm gonna have to do it sideways, aren't I? I don't like making my furnace stack sideways. Let's see, let's do it right about here. Let's do this. For now, we're just gonna... just planing it out. So I need one of you. Then I need to just split those resources. Actually, no, if you guys are going down the... Oh, that's gonna be fun. Trying to figure out how to do this. So we want this to be about... We want you to prioritize electricity. We're gonna make this the input lane and these the output lanes. 6, 7, 8. That's 9. Yeah, I think that's okay. That's 10. Yeah. So we're gonna go all the way down there. This is where we're going to start automating things. So I have 20 of these, that means I'll need 40 of these, which I know I don't have. I think that's a copper limitation. It's an iron limitation. This is just a temporary setup. Factorio has its own memes where they say that you can get away with anything as long as you call it your starter base. Which, I mean, obviously it is. Let's see. 20 incoming. And that fast inserter we're gonna plonk here. So we're gonna need one of those. Cool. Air packs, we can do electronic circuits. Oh, I need to get that up and running as soon as possible. At least get one of them up and running. I'm gonna plonk it next to the opposite side of this. So that's near the point of origin, so it'll do the most amount of work. I know it's like right here somewhere where crash landed, but there's no evidence of a crash landing anymore. The crash landing happened more like right here. I don't remember. Care. There you go. And what it's going to do is increase this fog of war. It'll scan and spiral until it reaches its edge of what? 14. 14 like chunks out it'll go before it stops scanning outwards. It also has a secondary benefit, which I'll show you here in a second once I get up to the iron columns. So you see, I have my own like research right here, but or not research, but my own like visual fog of war. How that just changed because I left that area. They also have their own visual range right here. It's small, but you can keep an eye on things a lot easier. So we got this inserters. This will have to be powered by electricity, which is fine, but they'll also have to be powered by coal. So we're going to make coal being inserted here and iron being inserted there, which will give us fuel and iron. I don't need these right now. Go ahead and just, for now, slap these. Just get them out of my inventory. Do something while I'm waiting. I could have moved that up. Not going to, but what you gonna do? Right. So when coal fills up all the way, it'll stop prioritizing that lane and start prioritizing this lane. So, right, I need to power these. I Actually, I'll wait on powering them until this is done. I need to do s- these. Getting slightly more iron fast this way anyway. It's iron. Oh, just below is iron. Okay, good. Alright, so you'll see why I put it this way. They'll just plonk on the left side or the bottom side. And only on that side, no matter which lane this takes. That will do the same thing for coal, but it'll be on the right side or the top side. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need more of those. I already have 5 more. Well, let's get cooking. I'm trying to avoid. I will deal with mixed ore output, like where I'm hovering over coal and iron. You can see the expected resources. I try to avoid that early game as much as possible. I don't know if I separated them that much. Let's see, we want more view. Fast inserters are a thing. So fast inserter down before I forget. So plonk you here, plonk you there. We're gonna. Actually, I need one of you to output. An unusual layout, but I'll do it. Yes. It's messy, but it works, you know. Let's get steel up and running, because I'm already working with iron, so why not? Steel takes 5 iron to make. Doesn't make sense. Realistically, you take coal and iron and make steel, but okay, I'm not the guy that, or the developer or developer team that made this. I believe the developer team consists of at least no more than 30 people that make up the company that make this game. That's based on a photo I saw a long time ago. And just for those that are on my YouTube channel, I've been a part of the Factorio community. I have owned the game. I wouldn't say I've been active in the community, but I've been a part of the game's. I've been a player for, what, before it released on Steam. Back in 2017, I believe. Yeah, back when alien science was a thing. Let me tell you, I'm glad that thing's gone. Alien science is not a thing anymore. Alright, so now we're just waiting for this to catch up, and it'll feed into the furnaces. Now, I don't have to click on multiple furnaces to collect everything. I can just go collect everything all at once. And that'll actively collect that for me. Now, I need to do the same thing here, because apparently this is already done. Not only is the output full, which is symbolized with the red square, but so is that. I don't have any coal anymore. I forgot I dumped it all into the the above. Okay, so I just need to put down 20. 2, 3. Doing stuff in my head. We're gonna do the same layout. This. Also need you. Too close. Still too close. Ah, that's why I couldn't reach. So I just placed it as close as it could. Let's see. 20 you. And then like another 20 of you. So I'll need what? Iron. I'm low on iron already. You see how nice it is to start automating things so you don't have to do everything? Like, I just collected 200 off of that alone. So now I can just do 5, 10, 15, 20. That'd be enough for input, and another 5, 10, 15, 20 for output. Then I need to make a bunch of these for to fill this out. I need to make more electric mining drills for the setup down here. When these run out of iron or whatever to mine up, they'll have a blinking icon to signify, hey, we can't mine anything anymore. Alright, so coal's now starting to be fed. So yeah. How's our power supply? We need to add you and you. I know my attention's everywhere at the moment. That's just part of the early game stuff. Just how it works. I don't like that method for that reason. Always happens to me. But whatever. Okay. I will expand this because all I have to do is just clip this off and shove it backwards, shunt it all the way back there, and then I could just make a 3 chest setup, but that's not going to stay there for long because I'm going to make a main bus. How am I going to get coal? This is going to be an issue. I need to run coal there. I can just do it the same way and just shunt it in like I did above. Oh yeah, I need to get power, especially if I'm going to get this set up, because otherwise we want to make sure this fluctuates and not this. Otherwise we're going to get brownouts and potentially blackouts, because these things won't be able to keep up the production for this, and it'll suffocate this until it just shuts down completely. Okay, so I guess this is a good time to stop. Temporarily moving stuff offline. This, and I'll explain the reason why here in a second, instead of just doing it flush, is so I can do this. I'll also make one of these so it can also grab there. And then suddenly we've doubled our output. Or not our output, but our maximum production. These also have their own separate pollution. I believe it's what? Wait, do these not pollute? But these do, right? Where's the pollution? Consumption, consumption fuel, output steam temperature. Oh, pollution is 30 a minute. I just went way over that. Okay, so these don't pollute themselves, but these are the reason. Which makes sense, because that's just water. That's burning coal to make heat to turn water into steam. So let's go grab more of those. Let's go ahead and drag them online. I don't do that. Alright, so I know this isn't optimal. I think it's double is optimal for a yellow belt, but the next tier of belt is red, so that's why I'm not too worried about optimizing. This is what the flashing icon I was talking about. It's telling you that, hey, this patch is out. So I'm going to do this and this. Yeah, I kinda need to make more happen. Look at all those furnaces just sitting there, slacking off. Go. Also, we can see if... Yeah, see, almost 3,000 trees are absorbing pollution, and 1.5 tiles is absorbing 25 a minute. This is absorbing almost 47 a minute. So trees are good to have. You'll notice that I'm walking around. Yeah, it's kind of slow. There are things to speed that up, such as bricks. And I believe brick. I believe brick you can do. You just smelt stone into brick, and you can have brick pathing. That may just be modded. I've been playing a lot of modded, so I don't remember what exactly is in vanilla. But, my god, I've been trying to get into space exploration. I'm like, why am I playing this if I haven't even beat Space Age yet? So that's kind of another reason why I wanted to play this game. Alright, so I need to make... Oh, I have one. So we need to make it about... Right. We need to make a crap ton of you. I'm gonna work it backwards, that way I make sure I don't screw myself over. Perfect. We're gonna tell it to prioritize the lane that's already saturated, because again, that goes straight to power. Tell it to come in above and there. Right. I need to make a bunch of you. Don't really need that much copper, but it's always good to have. Sorry, I was getting confused. I was like, that's not input, this is input. So we will need to redo this. So, I guess we could do up and down. We'll start here. We're gonna have to wait for more. I don't want that. So this is the thing I was talking about where I'm just gonna change things out. I expect these. Oh yeah, that's one's gonna burn out fast, and probably that one next. Because waiting for the next 5 to complete. Probably should be making as much as I can, I guess. And this is why I want to automate and make them all, so I don't have to wait for this. Because if I make green circuits and all this stuff, I can just instantly craft it. Or just grab the electric drills from a chest. Don't have to worry about crafting. Alright, so that's set up. Right, so then we just throw these online. Hopefully that'll be enough to saturate the furnaces to go. Let's see. Let's see how far it goes. And splitters don't work just outwards, they also work inwards. So let me explain another thing, is that they can accept 2 up top and just 1 output. That's why there's an input priority as well, which we probably will be doing pretty soon. Just not sure when. Well, a good example would be combining like 2 of these lanes together into 1 lane. So this is a fully saturated belt. For performance reasons, you always want a fully saturated belt, not only for your computer, but well, just so you have product available. If it's struggling, like this would be considered struggling, but it's not being, you know, or what's it? I'm struggling with words today. I apologize. So I gotta tell you guys to work then. Alright, so we can make a bunch of this. Oh, we can automate labs now, can't we? Let's do 10 labs to start. So 9, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now you're starting to understand why I want to automate stuff. I'm trying to get my lab up and running, then I'll make them all. I keep putting that off, and it's only going to hurt me in the end, but yeah. Actually, I'm going to take a green check on that many. How about this? I will do it every time I need to. And between red science and green or blue science, you'll start to see that everything starts becoming a tangled mess. Usually what we call spaghetti. I am a master of spaghetti. Now, whether it actually works 1-to-1 with all the ratios is another thing. So I can do. Alright, that should be enough for now. We shall see. Alright, the thing that's going to irk me the most now is crafting these. Okay, so if I want 10, I'll need 7 of these to make sciences solely. Oh, I can just slap 5 and that'll make 7, huh? Yes. Let's get to this. How are we doing on pollution? I am super paranoid because I usually don't play with biters. So this is one of the very few ones that I do. I don't have any belts. Okay, I'm going to start making belts because that is annoying to like no end. Also, it'll become a part of green science. So stop you there. Going to do something very jank, but will work in the long run. We're going to be making, oh wait, I need both of y'all, so I need something like this. Just a temporary setup so I don't have to keep crafting belts. I'll update the setup here now. Power. I will only need 2 stacks at a time. Okay, so what's the bottleneck in here? You're not getting enough iron quick enough. What's the new bottleneck? The gears aren't being transferred fast enough. Oh, the next bottleneck is that's not being dispensed out fast enough, so this is literally waiting for an empty spot. Next bottleneck is this. Alright, every other bottleneck I can't fix because that's literally as fast as it can go. This is probably the next bottleneck, but it can only work so fast. Electricity, we're almost already topping out already, so now I need to double my electricity. Double it and give it to the next person, I guess. 2, 3, 4. And you'll see why I start doing this tileable design here. I believe you can do up to 20 of these rows before the pump's just like, I've had enough, I can't do it anymore. Which should last us until, like, blue science. Actually, probably upwards of nuclear science. Nuclear science. Nuclear power. Okay, so we're going to take that offline. This, and then that. I already made one of you. That, and then reconnect it to the grid. We're gonna go ahead and craft 2 of these. I only ever use burner inserters. Only for this. I never make burner inserters for anything else. I only ever take a maximum of 1,000. The exception is iron, because I go through it. Alright, so look, we already have 2 stacks of this stuff. I didn't have to craft anything. So now I can go back to crafting this. I already have 7. So I need 2 for iron gears, if I'm not mistaken. That. Now we have automated protection. Oh snap, I should have started mining up coal. Yeah, because that's going to take a long time. I'm going to put you in high for back here. Yeah, because I don't think I'm getting a lot out of this steel. Good thing is I won't have to worry about a big smelting array for this, because the output is going to be abysmal. I'll probably need like, what, probably like 9 tops. Yeah, exactly 9. I'll just move one of the ones that cheap out, like this one. It's all done. And away. So, we'll make a smelting column. Not a very big one, because we'll need like what? 9. That's 9, right? So that takes what? How many furnaces are online right now? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'll need 14. So good lord, I don't have enough stone for this. Apologies, I'm trying to get stone. Five, 6, 7. So 6, 7. Right, that should be 14. You can see at the bottom, I need more of these. I will also have to split off more coal to the input. I need to redesign that because the input's going to be both-sided stone, and I don't want that. So we want something like off-centered. 2, 5, 6, 7. Something like this, where I can put coal in and stone do this. It's jank for now, but trust the process. So then we want another one of these and that. I need 20 of you and another 20. 10, 15, 30. Okay, that's perfect. If you can't tell, I have ADHD because I'm like, oh, let's do this, oh, let's do that, oh, let's do this, oh, let's do that. And no, I'm not self-diagnosed. I didn't even know what it was when I was a kid. Also, no, I'm not medicated for it either because I hate the way it makes me feel. I try to just work around it as best as I can. All you can really do. How are you doing? Good. I don't need copper, I'm just checking on it. Do need iron though. And another stack or so belt. Let's see here. We need... I guess we could do what? We could do 2... This is just temporary, I promise you. It's just to unlock more technology. I'm going to do... collect some coal. Put that in there. Review. Plus, that'll be a resource that's needed later to get something done, at least. I'll worry about the stack later. How about I just use this half stack? Right, you're not going to do anything because it's not researched. Oops. Okay. Yeah, we probably should get started on that. What I like to do in the beginning with my first 10 labs is make like a bowling pin array where it's like in a V shape. Then later on when I do like more than 10, and I just kind of... Here, this is what I'll show you what I mean. Let's see, we need iron. The spaghetti begins, by the way. It's not that obvious, but you'll see what I mean. So that's not spread out. Just did that, but whatever. Okay, so we need input to be fast and these two to be fast. I guess these three can be fast as well, but everything else can be yellow. Again, it's not the best setup, but it'll do. Alright, so to multiple copy paste, you do like you set one up like this, shift right click, and then hold down left click, drag. And they all do the same exact thing. Alright, so we want iron to be converted into iron gears. So we will want, just for cleanliness sake, we will want the outermost thing to be free. So this one isn't going to be used. It's just there to force it to be a straight instead of a curved. That's all that is. Because these arms are just going to output to the furthest. So, and then they're going to be just they're going to share a belt with the gears are going to share a belt with the copper. Wow, I had to look at my inventory to find out what the name was. Okay, so we're going to use our first underground belt. Remember when I told you that the spaghettification starts, yeah, this is where it really starts to take off. Alright, so we need to go this. Okay, I hate doing this, but it'll work. Alright, so that's that. We make all these belts reach as far as they can. 5, 6, 7. Don't know why I'm making so many hands, but probably I'll use them all. All right, I'm gonna go back over here because my ADHD says so. But seriously though, it's so bad. Let's see here. Oh, it needs to be the other way around. This is the input lane. I just need to complete this is all. That way I can start going as fast as I can with this because it needs to be done like as soon as possible. Alright, so I need 6, 7, 8. That many to bring that online. Actually, you know what? I'm only gonna bring that much online. Why? Because you will need basic stone as well. Hmm. At least put a... Air motor. I know that's not a good idea. Trust me, I know it's not a good idea. If anything, I should have used 6, but it's not going to be consuming that much that quick. I can guarantee you. These are going to be for outputs. Yeah, these will be used for outputs. Oh, I should have paid attention to time. Okay, well, let me just finish this up real quick. It is way over time. I will do that later in the next episode, but yeah, I'll go ahead and finish automating Red Science, well, best way I can right now. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.